Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to try out this new foundation from e.l.f. Now this is priced at $8. You can find it at Walmart and on Amazon. I went ahead and ordered mine from Amazon and it came delivery to my door the very next day. So this is the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. And let me put my glasses on because I know I can't read the writing. It claims to have a medium buildable, long-lasting coverage and also 1% hydrating hibiscus complex. Now, I have 50-plus-year-old skin and I am combo normal dry. So I get dry areas. In the summer, I tend to be okay, but in the winter, I tend to be very dry. So we're gonna try this out today. I have my favorite sponge, which just happens to be a Wet n Wild one. You can find this on Amazon for $4.98, $5. It's very squishy and soft. It's got kind of the microfiber texture. And I've used this a lot. We're gonna do that on one side of the face, as well as this LR335 flat foundation. Now, I don't remember what this brand is. Maybe that will help you. I want to say it might be Larice or something. I do know I got this in one of my subscription boxes, but it's been quite some time. I've used it with many kinds of foundations, so I know it works for me. So we're going to do that on one side of the face. I'm going to take my glasses off now. And then I also have e.l.f.'s Luminous Putty Primer. Now, I've had this a little while, but it doesn't smell foul. I've used it quite a lot, so I know what it works like. And I wanted to be true to, if I'm going to do a test of a foundation, using a primer from that brand. And then the other side, I'm not going to prime. Now, my primer I have been using most often lately is this Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. And I actually debated using this on the other side, but I really want to see how it holds up without a primer, because I generally don't always use a primer. And I did do my skincare, which basically consisted of my toner, which I use, oh, I didn't grab it and bring it in here, my Dermalogica spray, and then this Glow recipe Watermelon Glow. Now I'm going to edit this video together as far as combining how it held up throughout the day. But I'm going to be kind of uncut. If I make a mistake, well, I guess I make a mistake and we move on. So I'm not going to be editing myself a lot. So there's that. I used that. And then also, I've bought this multiple times, this Pretty Pop from Saturday Skin, and I love this. And to be honest, that's why I don't use a primer a lot, because this is a probiotic power whipped cream, and honestly, it works perfectly fine as a primer. So today, to make it quick, I actually just mixed a pump of this and a little dab of this, and off we go. So I'm going to move those to the side, and we're going to go ahead. I'm actually going to use the same brush for the primer because I tend to like to apply this with a brush, and I'm just going to pat it in on half of my face, just in the kind of T-zone area. And then probably after this video, since this is so well used and I know I've had it for a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and toss this in the garbage. And I'm just going to use it in the areas where I tend to kind of have some pores, and it's hard to do half the face right here by the brows. But anyways, so there's that. And it's a little tacky, but I did not overdo it. The other thing I like for a primer is the Vanessa Myrix, and this is the Universal, and this is the Balm Primer Powder. I lost my little scoop though. So I'm just pulling a few things from the side. Sorry, I tried to have everything handy, but I'm not the best at that. So I have a little towel, and I'm just gonna kind of wipe off this brush. Now this is only my second video, so y'all give me a little grace. I'm just getting started. I do need to learn how to do thumbnails and all of that, but we're gonna start simple. And I'm not gonna do all my makeup. I'm gonna get the foundation on, and then I'm gonna pop off. I will do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll show you throughout the day updates on how it wore on my over 50 combo dry normal skin. Right now it tends to be much more normal. And this color is in 25N, which is a light natural. Now there were two light neutral colors. This one is a little pinker, the other one was a little more yellow. So it's just gonna depend how you tend to lean. I think I would rather have a little more pink than I would yellow. And I do have freckles. Now I hear this oxidizes, so I'm hoping it doesn't, because I've heard people say that as they went through the day, and this is what it's looking like on my skin, it got darker. So it wasn't just it oxidized going on, but throughout the day. Now I have also heard some people that said they felt it was much more than a medium coverage, but I think that's going to depend how much I'm going to take it down the neck, how much you apply. But already it is looking a little darker because I haven't had a lot of sun. It's okay. I will drag it down the neck and connect it with my décolletage where I tend to be a freckle patch, and it won't be so bad. Now I put about a pea size on my hand, and I'll tell you, it didn't feel like a lot when I spread it out on the brush. So I am not thinking that I'm gonna get like too much coverage, because I went kind of light with the product. And so here's without, and here is with. Actually, I don't think, if the color stayed like this, I don't think I would mind it quite so much. You know, it's not looking too bad. And I'm gonna take another pea size, not even a pea size, like half a pea. Because generally, with the foundation I've been wearing, I'm just gonna take it on the brush. I tend to use about a pea size, and that gives me excellent coverage. Now I'm just gonna pat this on, and again, this is a side that has no primer, but my skin has been prepped. And already I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get a much more natural, and my sponge is damp. You're gonna get a much more natural finish using the sponge. So I'm looking at both sides, and I'll be honest, I think just looking at it right now, I like the sponge size a little better, and I'm gonna just kind of pat over because I want it to be kind of fairly even. I know I did the brush and then I did the sponge, but I didn't do much. So this is how it's looking. Let's go in with just a little concealer. And I don't mind a sponge. I'm not one who like cares if a little product gets in my sponge, and I'm not too awfully concerned with this $8 product lasting like so long. I mean, it's affordable, so I can replace it if I need to. Now, I tend to stay kind of light through here, but I'll put a little concealer. And this is the LYS Triple Fix. And this is a full coverage brightening concealer. I'm not sure if there's a color on this. I got this in a box, but I have been using it ever since I got it, and I love it. But one thing I haven't tried is blending it in with a sponge, so we're gonna do that on both sides. Oh, kind of like that. Look at how quick. And I mean, look how fast. I kind of whipped through my base pretty quick. Now I will be doing my makeup using e.l.f. Chipotle, and I don't really have a lot of e.l.f. products, so we'll see. Anyways, this is how it looks. I haven't set it with any powder. I think I'm gonna try it today without any powder. And if I don't like it that way, then I will try it out, or I will powder it later and let you know. But this is what it's looking like. No primer, sponge, primer putty, and brush with just a couple dabs of the sponge, just because the side looks so much more heavy. And I'll be back. And I'm back. My face is on. I do feel like it has oxidized a little bit so far. I threw on my go-to lip combo. Now, the other day I did show you another one, but this one I've had a lot longer. And I just love this like shifty color. And this is Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in Laying Down the Mobs. Love Mob on me. And I used these two. This is Party, and it's a matte blush by Tarte. You can see I hard panned it at one point, but it's very pretty, especially with the neutral look. Very neutrally pink. And then I used my butter bronzer for bronzing and also in my crease. Then I went ahead and dipped into both of these lighter shimmers here, and I did those in the inner corner, and then I used the coppery color and I went in the outer, and then I dipped into this brown and these two colors with a pencil brush and went right under my lower lash line. So that's a simple everyday look for me. And then I touched up my brows with, this is Benefit, but it's all worn off. It's taken me a while to use, and I'm not sure what number or color it is, but I love this. And I've luckily got one in one of my subscription boxes, and then I purchased another from an add-on at one point at a really significant discount. So that's what I like. And this is my multi-active toner spray, but I also use this throughout the day as a setting spray. So I really like, it's a very fine mist, and it smells really good. So there's this, and you can see how it's oxidizing a little warmer on my hand. I don't think it's a significant difference. And it says it's a satin shade, and I do feel like I'm maintaining quite a glow, even on the side, without the luminous putty primer. And both sides, I feel like looks equally good. Let me show you in the natural light. Okay, here I am in front of the window in the natural light. And of course, you know, that's the best filter ever, is natural lighting. Don't mind my mess in the background, but I feel like it's actually making me look very summery. And I think as of right now, I feel like everybody else has felt for $8. It's not too matte. It's not too glowy. And yeah, it's just a pretty foundation. I'll be back with an update. Okay, I am back, and it's been 6 hours now. And this is kind of what we're looking at. Let me bring you guys in just a little. Well, I'll just move forward. And I do feel like it's worn off a lot here, in here, around my nose has felt very unusually dry today, and in here, and it looks like it's worn off there. It still looks good on the forehead, and I still have some glow there, and I do still have some glow in here. However, in pictures, it looks very matte. So I did come in a little while ago and gave this a spritz. So it might be why this is bringing back some glow, but all up in here feels actually rough. It actually feels like I've powdered, but I never did powder. So this is how we're looking. And so I don't know that it's necessarily the longest lasting. I mean, it still looks relatively good. I do not feel like I had the oxidation problem that other people were talking about having. I feel like this color's actually worked out for me. So I'm okay with it. But what I don't like is that I do feel like as I was wearing it, I started feeling like a little bit of dryness, and I could tell I had something on my face, not everywhere, but just in the areas where I tend to sometimes be a little more dry, just started feeling a little kind of crusty, I guess is how I would put it. So there's that. I'll be honest, today's the day I'm actually really looking forward to taking my makeup off. I don't have any lips on at this point. I do want to try this again, but I want to try it with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum underneath. I have this one in Main Squeeze, which is a very pale champagne gold color, because I think that might make a difference. If not, I will probably return this to Walmart, because I don't know, there's just something going on with it, making it dry around my mouth and in my chin and in the corners of my nose. and then right in here that I'm not liking. The rest of my face feels okay, but it's just those areas where I tend to be dry for some reason. They're feeling dry with this. So anyways, I will keep you posted. I'm gonna try this a couple more times with a couple other things to see if maybe, because I did exfoliate today, I used all my skin prep, so there's no reason for me to be feeling so dry around here. So yeah, so there we are, 6 hours, and that's about as long as I want to do with this particular product. So let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what your thoughts were. It's not a bad foundation. I love e.l.f. products, to be honest, and it's not bad. And $8 isn't a bad price for foundation. If, you know, I have other low price foundations that I just like more. I like the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and I like the NYX Born to Glow. So not bad in any way, shape, or form, but like you can already see my capillaries that are coming through, and I just don't think it held up the coverage throughout the day. And I haven't really been outside in the heat, so I can't blame it on that. I know a lot of the oily skin girlies, you know, they were having it break down on them. I don't necessarily feel like it's broken down. I just feel like there's something weird going on in this drier region. I know most people tend to be, you know, more oily in their T-zone. I just get dry in these areas and then right around my mouth. So anyways, please share, subscribe, comment below, like the video. When you subscribe, make sure you do ring the bell so that way you will know when I post. I do tend to put a post in the community tab to let you know what I got going on. But as we all know, YouTube takes some interaction, and the best thing you can do for me is subscribe, share, comment, and ring that bell right now while I'm trying to get the channel started. So have a good night. Bye.